Welcome back, everybody. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about mental health. The Bills got a new head coach, and it's cold outside. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest show on the planet, if you asking me. I'm your host, T. Martin, and this is the whatsNurs show. Hey, Drew,
What's going on? What's going on?
it's a new day.
It is. It's a new week.
Definitely a new week. We got to start the bus up. You know we got to start the bus up. Well, before we start the bus up, matter of fact, we starting the bus up. Starting the bus up now. But we want to give a shout out, couple shout outs again to all the Buffalo businesses and entrepreneurs that's out there doing their thing, man, doing their thing. Special shout out to my boy Fred's the painter, man. You know what I mean? He going through some things. But again, definitely shout my boy Fred's out. He done painted so many paintings around the town, west side, east side. He doing his thing, been doing his thing. So, you know what I mean? Prayers up to him and keep doing what you're doing. You got this, my boy. You got it, King. You got it, King.
Yeah, shout out to Frez.
Yeah. Another shout out. We go I want to shout out Mad Sauce, my boy Mel. Yeah, man. Man. And he got the special on the wings for the Super Bowl weekend. All flavors. You know, he be out everywhere too. Food trucks. He doing his thing too. Sauce is crazy. Chicken just right. Flatter drums. Y'all know it. Flatter drums. Definitely shout out him. Shout out Rashad Holland, man. A fashion designer. He doing his thing, and definitely I take my hat off to him. He doing a couple lessons for the youth. You know what I mean about design and sewing. So definitely shout my boy out too. Big ups, big ups. Definitely. It's just going to start it up. We up. We up. It's cold, yo. It's been too damn cold. Like too cold now. You know, we from Buffalo. We already know that. But this cold here, negative. That shit damn near like, man, a seasonal depression. Cold as fuck. Like,
It's too
yo,
cold.
I'm seasonal depression might be real. Where's it might be like real, like it's cold, we ain't getting no sunlight. We need that vitamin D. Pause. And like that energy that just have us all up and ready to be happy wherever you down, you cold, is depressed, you in the house arguing, drinking and shit, mad as hell, doing whatever you want to do. It's so cold.
It is definitely real. Seasonal depression or sad is a medical, thing. That's real. It's crazy.
That's it. Cause different states, they L.A. or whatever, Vegas, whatever, Cali, somewhere hot, they chilling, and then I know it feels so good.
You know,
It feels so good.
hot take though. I'm just gonna say this. I lived in other states. I lived in Oklahoma. I lived in places. Well, Oklahoma is, I guess, a bad example because it does get cold there. But I've lived places where they don't get snow or the climate isn't like New York where they get all four seasons. And I'll be honest, it's not sad in the it isn't the same thing because it may not be the sunshine you're missing, but you do go through a very similar like mental thing with the like when the seasons are missing. If you grew up in a place that has all four seasons and you move somewhere, I know everybody likes to present it like, "Oh, come to Florida, it's nice and blah blah blah." But Christmas time with no snow, it doesn't feel like Christmas. Little things like that, they actually do. As someone that lived in other places, it did get to me. I mean, it does not. It is not nearly as bad as the seasonal depression that we'll go through in the winter places. But that's a thing that people tend to take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Man, nah, for real. It's crazy. Man, the ping pong just mental health is real. Mental health is, I mean, that's real, especially for us as men. We don't like to talk about it. You know what I mean? You want to play the strong role. That right there is draining his itself, like mentally, physically, emotionally. We just, as men, we just don't talk about it. And I think me personally, we might need some more men's meetings or checkups or group chats or sessions or whatever where we just come and talk and just express our feelings or what's going on emotionally. You know what I mean? Just to have that that checking. Because, like us sometimes as us friends as well, what I mean? You check up on your people, you know what I mean? At least you try to check up on them, see how they doing, what's up with them. Not just calling them because you want something or they owe you something. No, people need to be checked on, you know what I mean? And that right there goes a long way. When you feel like somebody else is checking on you, like, damn, I ain't even thinking about, I didn't even expect you to call me today. You know what I mean? You just don't know how that'll make somebody feel. Yeah, let's speed that bus up, man. Speed that bus up. Uh, hey, Bill's going crazy.
Oh,
We got to talk about it. Bill's going crazy, but it could be crazy in a good way. You know what I mean? They fired my boy McDermott. I ain't too mad at it because I mean his seat been hot. He been in the hot seat for a minute, but just this year alone, my boy did what he could do, especially for what that team we had. That's not one of the best teams we done had. And we're just gonna say it, man. Some of that shit we're gonna put that on Josh. But again, at the end of the day, a team is a team, and they felt. I mean, McDermott took them far as he could take them. Far as he couldn't get us over the hump. He couldn't get us to the Super Bowl. And I think Joe Brady. They didn't hire him. That's not a bad pick. He know Josh. I don't want nobody to be Josh's friend though. Josh got to get cussed out. I don't think Joe gonna do that. But I think Joe gonna bring something to the table. We need something new. I mean, we need that. We need something new now. That's it. We need something new.
Yeah.
And I think he gonna bring his staff in. I don't know if he should call the plays, but if he do, that's cool. But bring an OC in. Bring somebody to call the plays, offense and defense.
See, that's so that's the thing. He's been calling the offensive plays since mid 2023.
Right.
Since he's taken over, he's had an MVP quarterback season with Josh. He's called an MVP quarterback season with Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. He's called a #1 rushing title with James Cook as the play caller. And the year before, they had the #1 offense with the highest scoring offense. I really can't say. I think that I think too many of us as fans take the play calls that we don't agree with and we unfairly apply that to his entire resume. It's just like I was upset when they hired him because I had talked myself into Grant Udinski from Jaguars. But the things that I wanted from Grant, I realize now, if you really think about it, like, okay, the play calling, the young coach, because Grant was 31 years old. Well, Joe Brady's 36, so he's the same age as me. And
hey, you old as hell, Drew.
Oh, wow. I was just saying, it's now we don't have to replace certain things that we would have with a new coach.
Right.
And what we should really talk about, because I think honestly there isn't really much to talk about with Joe or McDermott. McDermott's gone, and Joe, we've seen what Joe was gonna do, and we just don't know what he held back because somebody was the boss.
Right.
But what we do need to talk about, and I think this is what you were just getting at, is we're gonna have to hire an offense or a defensive coordinator.
We definitely got to do that, and we got to do that. That's first, because we can, like you said, that's first. We can go with Joe for the offense, but then that's gonna be putting him on. Pressure is pressure, no matter what. Like when McDermott was calling an offense, and you the head coach, man, stick to one joint and be the eyes for everything. You know what I mean? Head coach, I'm the head coach of this, but I also got an OC that's over that. So is it too much for Joe? I don't know. We gonna see. We see him do the offense. We never see him run the team and the offense though.
But that's a certain kind of coach. Like a certain kind of coach will have an offensive coordinator coordinating the offense while he calls plays, or versed around the offensive coordinator like it was before with McDermott. But I think in the scenario, especially with Brady being a brand new head coach, I think it's actually a huge benefit if his job, all right, I'm a new head coach, I'm going to sit on the sideline or wherever, I'm going to call these plays.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody I trust that can be like, you heard the names for the defensive coordinator?
A couple of them. Hey, go get my boy from the Broncos, man.
Jimmy Leonard.
Go get my boy.
You remember when he played for us?
No, I don't remember he played for us.
So I'm going to take y'all back for a minute. So Jim Leonard was the New York Jet, and I don't remember if it was Rex Ryan or who it was, but it was a drought coach. Like one of the coaches we had during when we sucked brought him over like when he came. I just don't remember what coach it was. And he was a stud for us. He was an animal on defense. And he was one of those veteran guys that when he left, because it was like, a couple year free agent contract. You were like, how do we get my boy back? It was kind of like when Jerry Hughes kept coming back.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, he ain't the best, but he was a dog.
Yeah.
So, when they mentioned his name, it's just like Jim Schwartz in Cleveland. He wants out of Cleveland. When Schwartz was our defensive coordinator, we had Mark Williams. We were a beast defense. We had Stephon Gilmore in the backfield. We sucked on offense. We had terrible coaching, but Jim Schwartz was good for us. I would have no problem bringing him back as a defensive coordinator I think that's what's got to change. I need a defense that wants to hurt you.
We need just aggressive D. We need aggressive defense, but we just got to stay healthy. That's our biggest thing, is staying healthy. We be having the pieces. We can't stay healthy long enough to get to the dance. This is the dance. And just say we did get to the dance, right? We did get to the Super Bowl. We were hurt. They call the motherfuckers from the practice squad. They might as well call me and you out there. You know what I mean?
But you know what? 2 things on that real fast. One, you watch the AFC Championship game or something. They have the starter of whoever, Patrick Surtain type somebody go down. And you're watching these teams that make it to the Super Bowl make it with backup players or people like the guy that caught the touchdown, I think, for the Patriots, one of them or something, hadn't caught a touchdown all year.
Right.
So this is his first catch, things like that. Yeah. So it's very hard for me to hear that kind of stuff. And also, I think you're 100%. Mark this here. This is a what's in yours thing. You all can take this to the bank. Go look it up. 2 years ago, the Buffalo Bills had the #1 training staff and facilities in all of the league. So the players voted it #1. And we had no injury bug. We really weren't running into the same problems. Now, all of a sudden, our players are voting us the worst in the league for training staff and for training facilities and for the way they're being treated, meaning like the airplane, the thing with their families, things like that. And you'll notice at the same time that the players started voting us the worst is the same time that we have all these injuries. So I think the most important thing for Joe Brady is to have to have a staff for the training facility that is top notch. Yeah. Just like these coaches that have been leaving today. If you guys have been paying attention, we lost, the line coach, the offensive line coach. We lost the special teams coordinator. I said, excuse me, have you been watching these games? Goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah. Y'all ain't doing it. And the offensive line coach, everybody talks great. I think it was Aaron Cromer. I'm not trying to trash the guy, but Deion Dawkins is watching people walk through him, and among other characters on the line. But, we're going to give you a key to the city. We're going to call you out. You're just letting people through. We need to do whatever it takes to protect our quarterback and to make these changes.
Oh, we going to. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe.
Hey, we got a history of Joes on this show. So, hey, and boxing is coming up in a couple weeks.
Stay tuned for that. We might
have to do a run.
We got to do a part 2 of the run.
Shout out my boy Upstate Ja. Yeah. He's got 2 sons that are fighting. They're both registered for the Golden Glove, so we might have to,
to pop up and
swing
pop
through.
out.
We talked yesterday, Ja, and his video is going to be coming out this week. Well, I don't know if he's dropping this week, but soon. So
we'll play a clip on what's in yours.
Oh, we do a little review.
Play a little clip on my boy. That's sweet. Yeah.
Fire.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, while we're on the sports side, you see the Sabres?
Oh, Sabres on fire. Sabres is on fire. Hey, we might be in the playoffs this year. Did we still make it, or we still on that line? We still on the borderline yet, or is we there?
So the Sabres are currently 30-17-5.
30-17-5.
Which makes them 3rd in the Atlantic Division. So they are 5 points out of the top of the conference. The playoff position we're in right now is 3 spots up in the line. So we could fall 2 places and still be in the playoffs currently. That's insane. I'll be honest, they look like
hell of a year.
I don't want to say they're the team because Colorado looks amazing. Detroit looks amazing, but we're 3 points back at Detroit with 2 games in hand, so we still got to play them.
Come on.
And we got a high winning percentage. I'm taking Buffalo.
Hey, Buffalo money line, baby. Y'all hear it? Buffalo money line.
And all
Sabres.
All the players, they're young.
Yep.
They're not the players that have been losing in the drought years over and over and over. and they don't identify with it. You know, it's like when McDermott's first year in the Bills. He had a lot of players, and only a couple of them have been here forever. Kyle Williams, things like that. Most of these guys were coming in new. They don't identify with losing for years as a Bill. These Sabres.
Hey, them pups be dogs, don't they? And them pups be dogs. Man.
Seriously. Last night they played the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, that's like a rival here in Buffalo. Toronto's had our number for years, and they've been real good. So we came out, smacked them 7-4.
Yeah, it was a spank out.
You know what was crazy? It was a 7-point game. A 7-point game. No, it was a 6-point game at this point, and we were running dudes into the board like hitting them aggressively like a playoff game. And it's like, damn, it's not like it's a tight game. We're running the scoreboard up on you.
It wasn't even competition.
Yeah.
At that point.
They're trying to fight us. We're not like, no. We don't even have time for y'all. We're putting points up right now. We have no time to do that. It's crazy. So shout out the Sabres. Y'all wait till they get in this playoffs this year. We have 30 games left, so it's the end of the season. Which sounds crazy.
30.
They have, I think it's 80-game season.
No, they play a lot of games. Them and baseball play a lot of games too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play a lot of games. So.
Ooh, baseball season's about to come. We can't make this all about sports. Baseball's about to come back around, baby.
We gotta get through basketball.
Draft's coming.
Oh, the draft coming. We gotta do a draft day episode again.
Draft's in Pittsburgh this year. You know, Drew's favorite city.
Okay,
so
we might beat it.
Yeah,
you never know with us.
Green.
You never know with us. We might pop up. Okay.
What else we got going on?
Yeah. You ever just sat back and just thought about your growth? Just sat back and realized your growth, though, how far you came, just as all aspects in your life, just as a business partner, as a business owner, as a father, as a son, as a person. You just sit back like, yeah, just give yourself some grace, though. You know what I mean? Because it's tough. And then once you see the growth of yourself, I think that's what, if you ain't got no motivation, that's what motivates you when you see yourself doing things you told yourself you was going to do. You write things down and you actually checking it off your list. And at one point in time, you weren't even writing the list, just watching your growth. You know what I mean? Just doing things. And it's just kind of like, smile. You smile. It ain't even crazy. I ain't even saying it's crazy. You just smile like, yeah, I know I had it in me. I'm supposed to be here. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be here. And that's
I like that. I'm supposed to. You can put that on a shirt.
I'm supposed to be here, people. Hey, you tell yourself, man, you supposed to be here. Word, that's how it's supposed to be, though. Because funny thing, because I was in the grocery store. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the store, right? The line was long to say. Usually I'd have been done like, no, I'm putting the stuff down. I'm out. This long too long. It's long. It's out of control. So I stayed in there for a minute. Man, it was one cashier for like 7 customers. I'm pissed in that line. Pissed. And then I got like 2 things too. Maybe. I had 3 things. Lady had about 17 in front of me, 10, 7. I'm looking at like, yo, I'm about to knock all this shit over. All the M&M's about to be on the ground. But I did my little breather, you're gonna stay this line and you're gonna cash out. No matter how long it take. You know? I was proud of myself. No, I was gonna go to another store. I was gonna go to another store, man. I'm like, come on, but no, little growth, just a little funny growth.
I don't know. You got to. I mean, you can't be.
You ain't never been in the line and ready just like, what the hell?
Yeah. But you know what? I've had lessons in life. Like I've been in a line. This is a good example. I've been in a line at a coffee shop and had someone in my group be like, man, what the hell is taking so long? I was like, man, it's hot in here, summertime. And then you get to the end of the line, get your coffee, whatever. And I'm like, oh, there's like a mentally challenged person and like an autism or some type of disability working. So then you're like, oh shit, that's why, right? And then you realize that's the whole coffee shop. Like that's the all the people that work there have like a disability and whatnot. It's a popular shop. So it's like that lesson in life where you could be miserable this whole time. What the fuck's going on? These people that are, you get up there and it's like, oh, you're the asshole. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like in life, in any scenario, you gotta You got calm fuck down.
But in that case, there was no disability, none of that. I'm talking about the lady just sitting there. She doing her thing, you know what I mean? It was just the people, half the people, the other lady, her kids grabbing all type of gummy bears and she cussing them out. I'm like, yo, man, this is going crazy. And all this shit I'm talking about, you know, I let somebody get in front of me because they had one thing. They had something lesser than me, though. So I'm like, took a deep breath. Then I'm like, man, that's all you got? Like, all right, you can get in front of me. So all this shit I'm talking about, but I just stayed the course, stayed on the course, stayed what I was supposed to do.
What happens when you go to the store, express checkout, says 15 items or less and someone's got more?
I don't really mind that because if I you know how you look in the aisles like, oh, I ain't going to that line, they got this. Oh, I ain't going to that line, they got that. If I see a couple items, I already know I'm about to be in the line. You know what I mean? I know I'm about to be in the line. Just lady, hurry up and scan this stuff so I could go. That's how I be feeling. But I'm not about to. Some of them lines just be ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you. It just be ridiculous. Yeah, but that's that patience. You gotta have patience. I'm working on it. Working on the patience. Let's speed the bus down, man. Hey, Wiz, it's been a great episode. This has been a good episode.
Great episode.
Been a great episode. We definitely don't educate the world on some things. Definitely educate the world on some things, man. But man, before we get out of here, man, I just wanna just say, man, you know what? Stop poisoning your process worrying about others. You know what I mean? You it's like you blocking your own blessings. Don't block your blessings.
Wow, that's deep though. Don't block your blessings.
Don't block your blessings, man. Because whatever you did, that's for you. Whatever she doing, that's for her. You don't know what they did or what they've been going through for them to get that blessing. You know what I mean? And worried about what you got going on. So you won't block yours. Because you probably have it right in front of you and you missed it. You let it go by. Worrying about everything. Worrying about others. Stay on course, man. Stay tunnel vision.
Yeah. Talk to God.
Man, won't he do it? And man, you know, before we get out of here though, thank y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. whatsNurs all platforms, man. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. And put some comments down below. Y'all know we talk back. Oh man, we shouting out. We going global. We got to shout out the Canadians. We got to shout out New Mexico, Dominican Republic, the UK, South Africa. Man, hey, numbers don't lie. The analytics don't lie, man. So shout them out, man.
I would say our 3 biggest watch countries, United States, obviously, Canada, and Mexico. So shout the 3 of y'all out. But we do see the Netherlands. I don't know.
South Africa was on there. Dominican Republic was on there. The UK was on there. India was on there. Like,
come on now.
Come on, man.
Shout out Mr. Worldwide.
Man. And we out.
It's the Wiz.